Hello, my name is Elise and I will be talking to you about the mineral calcium. Calcium is vital to growing a strong and healthy skeletal system, as calcium is the major component of bone and teeth development. It is the building block of bones and teeth. It can help to prevent bone disease. Calcium also plays a major role in transmitting intercellular messages through nerves. Calcium's other functions are fueling muscle contractions, activating enzymes, and telling the body when to secrete certain hormones. How calcium is stored in the body. There are two forms of calcium in the human body, serum and hard calcium. Serum calcium makes up 1% of your body's calcium supply. It is very tightly regulated and does not change due to food intake. Serum is a calcium reservoir in the soft bone tissue meant to supply the body's daily functions. Hard calcium makes up the other 99% of your body's calcium supply. It's what your teeth and bones are made up of. It creates a strong structure. Though to keep the strength, the body is constantly reabsorbing calcium that is already built up in the bone to replace it with new calcium. Calcium reabsorption rates vary due to age. Children deposit more calcium than they reabsorb. As you get older, you start to deposit less calcium and reabsorb more. The elderly reabsorb more calcium than they are depositing, causing their bones to become more fragile. The recommended dietary allowance for calcium does vary on age. Infants should get about 200 to 260 milligrams of calcium, while toddlers should receive 700 milligrams of calcium, about 3 times as much as an infant. Children should get 1,000 milligrams, teens should get 1,300 milligrams, and then when you become a young adult, through your 50s, you should begin to decrease your calcium to 1,000 milligrams. But then once you hit 50, when your body starts to reabsorb more calcium than it is depositing, you need to start intaking more calcium as 1,300 milligrams, same as when you were a teen. And then when you're pregnant, you don't have to take in more calcium, but you should be making sure you're hitting the recommended amount for your age group, since it's vital to the growing infant. Calcium deficiency or inadequate calcium intake may result in osteoporosis or osteopenia. Both are where the body is reabsorbing more calcium than it is depositing. Osteoporosis is more severe and is very common in old, short, white women. When the body is reabsorbing more bone or more calcium than it is depositing, it creates a very porous texture and makes it very easy for the bones to break and to fracture. Calcium toxicity. A buildup of calcium can lead to kidney stones or hypocalcemia, a buildup of calcium in the bone, which can have symptoms varying from numbness, tingling in fingers, muscle cramps, convulsions, a poor appetite, feeling lethargic, and an abnormal heart rhythm. Supplements versus food sources. There are two forms of calcium supplements, carbonate and citrate. Calcium carbonate is common, inexpensive, as well as convenient. It should be taken with food as it relies on stomach acid for absorption. Calcium citrate is the other supplement, and it is used to treat a few diseases. Calcium supplements can cause gas, bloating, and diarrhea. Calcium citrate can also be found in some juices. For food sources, dairy products are a staple calcium source, as milk builds strong bones, as everyone's seen in ads growing up. Calcium can also be found in soy products, fruit juices, leafy greens, tofu, and cereal. Calcium is the most abundant mineral in the body, as it is all your bones and teeth. Calcium is actually an electrolyte as well, so that's a little fun fact. If you have any questions, leave them below or email me.